definitely need to talk more about the Yankees because they are doing what it takes. I like their swag. I like their swagger. Like, for instance, with Delgado, it is nothing for them. It would be nothing for them to sign Delgado for next year, give him a $10 million contract for 1 year and giving him an option. I mean, they would do that with their eyes closed. They would just pay Delgado $10 million or whatever it is, wherever he wants. They'll give him just to be a DH or whatever for to sign with the Yankees. I like the Yankee swag. They got CC Sabathia in here. They got A-Rod. They got Teixeira. They've got Jeter. It just goes on and on. Even what's his name? Melky Cabrera. He hits in the 9 spot. Top to bottom. From the top of the lineup, from the 1 to the 9, they are solid. That is a championship team. And I'm from New York. And I like the Yankees. And I'm going to say, Yankee fans, you have a good chance of winning a championship this year. And I don't care. I don't care what happens against Boston. I mean, people are talking about they can't beat Boston. They can't beat the Angels. It doesn't make a difference during the regular season. Let's see what happens in the playoffs. Because there are a lot of teams, I mean, throughout history, and not just in the Major League Baseball, but in the NFL or in the NBA, where a team swept the team during the regular season, but when the playoffs came, it was a different story. So it doesn't make a difference where the Yankees are in the regular season when it comes to the Angels and the Boston Red Sox. It's meaningless. But A-Rod with his walk-off homer last night, those who didn't hear, who were just waking up, the Boston game went to 15 innings. It was 0-0 going into the 15th inning. I think Jeter got on a walk or a base hit, and A-Rod hit a walk-off homer to win the game in the bottom of the 15th inning. He hit a home run in the bottom of the 15th inning to win it 2-0. And A-Rod also tied Harmon Killebrew's home run record. So A-Rod is moving, folks. And that's another thing. If you would listen to radio or you would read the newspapers, you would think A-Rod is a bum. And I've said this a couple of years ago. A-Rod is the second coming of Babe Ruth, folks. A-Rod, they built that stadium for A-Rod. They moved the fences in for A-Rod. The reason why it's a bandbox is for A-Rod. A-Rod came back. He missed almost 2 months of this season, and he still has 20 homers. They built that place. They built Yankee Stadium for A-Rod. Without a doubt, folks.
They want to see him break the record as a Yankee.
Yeah, they want to see him break. Yeah. And you're gonna have another. This is the house. This is the house that A-Rod built. This is the house that A-Rod built. Yankee Stadium, up in the BX, is the house that A-Rod built. The house that Ruth built is right next door. It's still up, but the house that Ruth built, that's history. It's a new era, folks. It's the A-Rod era, and you know what? After A-Rod gets his 800 homers, A-Rod might hit 800 homers, folks. He's 33 years old. He's got 573 homers. He's tied Harmon Killebrew. He's signed for another 8 or 9 years. And if he just averages, if he just averages about 30 homers a year over the next 8 or 9 years, but let's just say 9 years, 30 homers a year. That's 270 homers, folks. That's way over 800. So just do the math. And I'm not saying he's going to hit 40 homers a year. I'm not saying he has to hit 50 homers a year. He's signed for 8 more years as a Yankee. All he's got to do is hit 30 more. And that's 200. I'm saying on an average. He's got an average 30 homers a year for the next 9 years. 30 homers a year for the next 9 years. That's 270, folks. That's 270 homers. Way over 800. So you're going to see something dynamic happening at Yankee Stadium. There's a good chance that A-Rod will get his ring this year, especially if they get home field advantage against the Red Sox or the Angels. They definitely gonna win. That's my phone ringing over here. What is going on?
Yeah, they got a very
Somebody
good,
called me from California and stuff. Huh?
Yeah, they got a very good chance of winning the World Series this year.
They sure do. And listen, we haven't talked about the Yankees too much, but we have to talk about them because they're an amazing ball club. They do what it takes. They spend the money, and it's worth it. When the people come in, you know you're gonna get something out of that team.
Right.
Yeah, when you go to Yankee Stadium, you're paying $200 for a seat.
Right.
And I've been in Yankee Stadium this year. If you haven't been, you need to go. It's just an excellent place. They've got so much to see. Their televisions all over the place. There must be about 2,000 television monitors around Yankee Stadium. That's number one. They have a museum inside. They've got plenty of places to eat. It's just a comfortable place. It's just great. And it sits right next to the old Yankee Stadium. So you walking to it, you're gonna walk right past the old stadium, and you'll see the new stadium. And it's just amazing ballpark to go to.
Well, the ballpark, I'm getting to your point. We said it's built for A-Rod. Also, Jeter. Jeter is ahead of the pace of Pete Rose for hits. There could come a time at Yankee Stadium, and maybe at the same time, where A-Rod is going for the home run record, and Jeter is going for the base hit record.
Wow.
So this stadium, right? So really, the Yankees right now is really built for the coming future, and for new legends, which is A-Rod and Jeter. Jeter is ahead of Pete Rose pace for base hits, and the record is 4,262. I saw it. Jeter is approaching 2,700. So Jeter would need about 1,600. So in about 8 year, in an 8-year span, and he gets about 200 hits a year. There's a possibility he'll be battling for that record as well.
Yeah, Jeter.
Incredible.
I thought Jeter was through. I mean, I thought he was slowing down, but this year he really stepped his game up. Jeter stepped his game up, and I don't know how many. I haven't looked at it, but there are a bunch of Yankees that got 10 or more homers.
It's incredible.
These guys are just everybody from, like I said, from top to bottom.
How about Johnny Damon? He has 20 home runs for the
Johnny
Yankees.
Damon, unreal. I thought he was through.
I think, isn't he a free agent?
I don't know his status right now.
But he's having an outstanding year hitting behind Jeter. He was supposed to be the leadoff hitter, but they made Jeter the leadoff hitter, and they have Damon batting second. And he's not very, very good in the field anymore, but boy, this guy can hit.
Yeah, man. I mean, top to bottom. When you got a guy batting ninth, who's hitting the way Melky Cabrera is hitting.
He hit for the cycle recently, too.
Yeah, he hit for the cycle. I mean,
first time since 95, I think it was. Incredible.
Yeah, you got a guy hitting for the cycle. I mean,
how about A.J. Burnett yesterday? Unreal. They paid him the money. Lights out.
Yeah, you got good pitching, and then on top of it, you got your number 1 and 2 starters. You got to get past Burnett, and you got to get past CC Sabathia.
Yeah, CC today is going. That should be a great game.
I mean, I love these guys, and the Yankees gotta have a lot. I was telling this guy who works at this delicatessen near my house. He's a Yankee fan.
He might be watching the show.
I love the Yankee players, man. They got a lot of players that I like. I mean, I like A-Rod, and I definitely like Teixeira. I mean, getting Teixeira on this team,